Okay, welcome back to this table series. So remember in our Microsoft series, I've taught you some things now. I want to teach you how to actually make a table before we go into maybe how to insert images, trim images, maybe even design, header and footer, how to add page numbers. A lot to really learn. But let me teach you how to use table to organize your data. So today we're just going to be creating a table, not going to be adding too much data in it. Just create some table. So the more you begin to go, the more you begin to understand things, you begin to be able to create anything on your own. But you just need to assign context. So today I'm creating something very cheap. So please be with me. So let's dive in. Now I'm going to be creating a price list, but it's going to go this is going for be for a company, but I'm just going to use a demo company. Now, first of all, I'm using shortcut to increase the size of 17. I just want to be at 15 or 14 rather. Okay, so we'll go to the insert. So once you come to the insert tab, you see something in the page here. We'll talk about cover page, blank page, page break. I think I've explained something like this, but in case maybe you have not heard of it. Cover page talk about bringing page like template pages as to that you can edit for your cover. Then blank page, once you tap it, you add a new blank page. Break page, the shortcut is control return, which is your control enter. This helps you to break the page to create another new page. You might ask, what is now the difference between blank and break page? Actually, blank page just add a blank page. Break page actually can break a text to the next page. If, for example, you have a couple of text. So if it's your console that is beaming here was to be at the center, you will take the content here down. So that's not the truth today. So today I'm going to table. Don't want to waste any more time. Now let's dive in. Let me just make this 17 a little. So we're going to say company. Let's just make things stash. Let's say this company is going to have an address. Remember, I don't want to use any name. Just some couple of details. Maybe this their website will be here. Maybe their email will be here. Make sure that's in maybe their phone. Okay. Now for me, I would like to adjust this thing. Remember I taught you how to use paragraphing in the last class. So see, I've adjusted it. It looks super nice. I hope the whole thing I get it to blend now. Okay. And the next thing I want to do, I want to go to shape with the box. The price list I'm creating, there's a box here. So let's put a box. I think this should carry the company attachment or logo or something. So go to shape, just go to put some black outline. So I'm going to go to shape fee and put a shape fee of none. So you see that's how to operate with shapes. Anytime you tap this shape, you're going to see a format. It's going to come and drawing format. There are a lot of things you can manipulate around here. Add the shaping feds, which I don't want to do this. Separate class, maybe we'll get there. So now I'm going to be adding a very big price list after this guy. So there's two ways to add this big price list. Sometimes you might not want to work because of the shape you have already drawn. So sometimes you might not want to work because of the shape you have already drawn. So but we're going to see so any possible thing that's going to stop it, we'll just go to debug it. Hope you get me. Okay. Now this one is going to be really big and it's going to be in capital letter. You can use your shift F3 to actually switch between cases in your text. I taught you that before. I would love to make this bold. I love to make it centralized. Okay. Now I like it here. Okay, now for the next couple of lists, remember I said control space is going to take you to default. So let me take it back to 14. Now let's go back to our insert tab. Let's go to table. Now I want to create a table that have item, item name or service name. Then they're going to have description. Then they are going to have price. So I hope you get me. Okay. So let us dive in. That should be a theory, theory column. Okay, that should be a theory column. Then a lot of rows. So I'm going to just leave it by three column and one row. This is where I love creating my tables. I don't like predicting how many rows and column because you might be very tired when you start editing. So you better still create just one column, just depending on the number of column, then one row, so that you can perfectly edit your table very well. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to create a column of three, then one row, then I tap. Now, just in case I'm going to undo this, let me show you something. Then if you come here, you can see I can actually use here to predict things. But when we want to do some more things, I can come to this insert table. When sometimes you can even go use draw table. Sometimes you don't need to come here to draw a table. Maybe after you have drawn your table, you want to add some lines, and there are other places you can go. Then you can do a quick table. You can see calendar, different quick table you can do. You can come from Excel spreadsheet. You can insert from an Excel spreadsheet, but that is a case of another day. We don't have to spend much time. Let's just hit the point. So let me, for example, I'm using this. I change this to three. Press my tab into one. Then I hit enter. Now, for me, I don't want it to be this tiny. So the first line can be a little big. I can decide, you can see the way I'm adjusting everything. So make sure you try these things out. Action make you learn faster. Try them out, see if they work, which they must work. So you see some things here. Okay. Now let's go. I'm going to say item service, item or service name. Don't worry, we're going to make it stylish soon. Service name. Then the next one we might say description. I think that description is not correct. Okay, the next one we have the prices. Okay, so you get to check that these things are super on a low side. So let's tie them, let's bring them to life. Now make them capital letter, bold them. So let's see what these things can do. Now let's just centralize them. Okay, now for me to be able to create the next line of column, I just press my tab. Once I'm at the last cell, press my tab. Remember, this small box that I'm moving around is called a cell when it comes to table. So you see, once I press my tab, it creates the next row. So what I will do, I'm going to reduce it because I don't want it to be that very big. The way I make the first one, because the first one was the title page, that's why it's big. So I'm just going to press my tab to create multiple of this. So you see, table done. Now to make this more stylish, more appealing, I'm going to now there's going to be a total of the prices which I'm going to create a small box that's going to be equivalent to this line here. So there are many ways I can come about it. I can easily decide to draw, which I think I would just better do, or I can create another row then decide to clean. So I'm going to show you both just for you to master this table. Then I can come to, let me leave design. I don't want to add any. Now let me just tell you what is in this design. Because design to change the colors here with these table styles. You can see different table styles here. Which other ones? Well, you can just work with them in case you like. You can do some blending table options here. You can add shading, you can add border style. Just know what this means, changing styles of border. So I can make it thicker here, make the border everywhere. So you can see some things are happening because that's where my cursor is. So just feel free, try this one out. But I want to show you the main things that you really need to know. So I can easily come to layout. Then when I come to layout, see the draw table. Remember, in this table tools, it's going to be showing me what I can do to this table. So there are a lot of things you can do here. You can split a table, you can split a cell. Remember, I said every small cube is a cell. Remember what I said, every small cube is a cell. You can even merge cells, which is you can merge these three cells, it will just be open. If I highlight, you see that merge cell is going to be open for me. See? You can see. So, but that is not the case for today. Now I can even insert and bold, insert below, but there are many ways to do that I'm going to show you. So just stay with me. Table is a very tactical one when it comes to Microsoft Word. So you really need to know how to use it. So now let's check about the drawing table. So I'm going to come here. So I'm going to draw now. Come in. Now, okay. Now I'm going to just increase it. So you see, this is how to use your table stuff. See, I've done with everything I need to do for this table. So this is just a price list table which have a code of different prices. So you can create any table depending on how you want the table to look. So I'm going to be sending you a table in the comment section. Make sure, let me see, make sure you do it or create any table, then send it to me so that I can proceed and tell you some other things. But before we go shortly, I said I will show you something. So you can see if I hover around, if you're using Microsoft Word 216, 219 or afterward, I think you should see this. You see, if I tap the plus, I'm going to add another row. Wash. Yeah, I added another row. Now I don't need it. If I tap this plus, I'm going to add another column. You see, the plus by the vertical add column, the plus by the horizontal add rows. So you see, another one will be added. Just because this thing is very big, if I reduce it, you see this one will be to come back. Okay, so that is just for that. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like and share to others to learn so that more people will begin to understand how to use their Microsoft Word better. Thank you very much. See you next time.